Hi everyone, happy FriGay Fridays here at the gas station with me, Tita Gas. Hi. We have people na ba? Ano ba yan? Kaka-start ko lang. Hi everyone. I hope you're having a great FriGay Friday. It's been a long week and we've made it to the weekend. Who knew? The week just flew by. Did it fly by ba sa inyo? I don't know. For me, I think it was equally ano ba? Stressful and chill at the same time. So I think it was fine. It was a good week. It was a good week. Let's see who's already here on the live. We already have ano ba, three people. Hi, hi Jed. Good evening. The rest are still ano ba? So nag-hi lang kanina and umalis. And we have 8 people on the live stream. Hi everyone. Thank you for joining me this ano ba? Chill Friday. Is it raining in your area? I think it was raining a little bit salmon a few hours ago, but now it's quite chill, quite okay. Ano ba? Got anything to talk about this Friday? I just want to talk about actually one thing. This was peppered through my ano ba? My Twitter for the past few days. Didn't really know who to ask, but I've been reading about the name Justin something from PBB, and I just wanna get or pick your brains on what your thoughts about how he was. Ezekezi, hey, how are you? The pride flag is on its way. I don't know. Dapat like it says it's supposed to be delivered, but yeah, just tell me if it's already been delivered. MPRSR, hi. What does MPRSR mean? Can you share it with us? Hi, Tax Kois. Happy Friday to you. How are you doing? Oi, as you can see, just finished cross-dressing. For what? Like, well, sabi nga ni RuPaul, we were all born naked and the rest is drag. So whatever you wear is whatever you wear. Shouldn't really care. Lethal Logic 77, Cherry Magic episode 11. Well, it didn't disappoint. It's a penultimate episode. What do we expect? So I don't want to talk. I want to talk about it, but I don't want to talk about it because I think some people hasn't watched it yet. Um, VRD, hello, happy Friday. As you can see, just wore a wig and stuff. I remember I had a wig. I don't know where I placed it. I think I left it in my other office. I don't know where it is right now. Oh, so MPRSR is your whole name. Wow, that's a mouthful. That's a mouthful of a name. As you can see, just a short cross dress. Well, yeah. Just tell us if you need anything. Ano ba? Ano bang mga staple? I think the best way to go about it is always start with ano ba? Makeup that kind of changes your whole outlook. Also, I have like some people who are having some ano ba, gay events. I think on the 27th of December at ano ba yun? Forgot. But so there's this drag party. You might want to check it out. Let me look for that. Um, there are actually a lot of Zoom parties that are happening, especially during the pandemic and during the quarantine. Who sino ba to? Um, just type drag. Whatever will come out. Ano ba yun? But yeah, there are a lot of Zoom parties happening. Like, let's say you miss going out. I've during the start of the quarantine actually was joining some Zoom parties. So they're like people drinking, like people enjoying their time in Zoom, people doing drag, and it's actually fun. I think it still happens every Saturdays. Elena V, hey, how are you too? I'm doing fine. Hey D, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Um, you didn't do makeup. Well, I think you have the face for makeup. I think you have the face for that. So that's a good way to start. VRD. Yeah, di ko na na-realize it's the penultimate pala. Oh my god, finale na next week. And the sub that I watched for Cherry Magic doesn't have or didn't have the previews. So I really want to see what the previews are because medyo cliffhanger, see episode 11. For those who have watched Cherry Magic episode 11. Ian, happy Friday. Is that Sailor Saturn on your wall? So, yep, that's Sailor Saturn. It's a cross stitch. So, backstory for that cross stitch. So, my mom was addicted to cross stitching. Ano ba? When I was in high school, or yeah, when I was in high school or elementary, she was addicted to cross stitching, and syempre, well, sige, it seemed like an interesting hobby to do. So we're looking at patterns, and I saw Sailor Saturn, and Sailor Saturn is my favorite Sailor Scout because she's purple, and purple is my favorite color. So I got her, and then I started. Siguro mga ano pa, like super super ano pa lang, sobrang start lang talaga. As it's nakalimutan ko na siya. I left it somewhere. And then for some reason, for my birthday, my parents decided like they gave me this big framed whatever, and then I opened it. It was that. So my mom did pala was when she saw my unfinished Sailor Saturn cross stitch, she got it, she finished it, and then they had it framed, and now it's there. And I don't know if they already thought I was gay during that time. Maybe they thought, oh, he likes a female anime character. Who knows? But yeah. As he says, I still don't know how to do makeup. Well, that's why we have YouTube, and trial and error. It's. I think that's enough. But you just need a good palette and just practice and practice. VRD, ako din, walang previews. Yeah, it just for Cherry Magic episode 11, it just suddenly cut and it's like, oh no, what happens next? And for those who haven't watched episode 11 of Cherry Magic, please watch it. Parang it's the first sign of trouble in paradise. Yeah, so it's still a very good episode nonetheless. Leto Logic, will there be any chance that your drag alter ego Augusta gonna drop by the gas station live stream at least before 2020 ends? Oh nga no, like I haven't really done drag. Maybe I can do drag in one of the shows. I just don't have a wig. I don't have makeup. Because I borrowed my sister's makeup one time for a pride party. She didn't have like eyeliners and stuff, so medyo parang kulang yung makeup ko. But I need a wig. I don't have those. MP, sorry, yeah, well, mom are the best. Yeah. I remember before I had the thing for pink clothing, and umabot sa point na halos lahat, almost all of my clothings were pink because my mom kept on buying me pink clothing. And this was in college. I was like, mom, it's either you like me in pink or maybe you know something that I'm hiding from you. Yeah, my mom is really cool. My mom is really cool. Like the only thing that she told me when I came out to her was she doesn't want me to cross dress because she really thought that if you're gay you're supposed to cross dress, meaning like I'm gonna change my whole outfit. Like cross dressing is fine, like for sometimes, but she really thought I would change my whole outfit and be like like dressed like a woman or like a woman with how society thinks what a woman dresses like. But no, I said no. It's I just like boys and all that stuff. But I do, if there's an opportunity for me to do drag, I do it because it's fun. Because I think it's a good expression. And like what we say, like it's all about heteronormativity, right? So they said that blue is for boys, pink is for girls, skirts are for women, and pants are for men. And at the end of the day, it's just clothing. If it's something that you like, if it's something that helps you be more creative, then so be it. Maybe it's not normal lang. I mean, normal. It's not typical lang for people to wear clothes that are of a different gender per se. Pero it's like, sometimes nga naiingit ako with girls kasi they have so many options. Girls have so many options. They can wear anything that they like. For men, it's like ano ba, polo, shirt, pants, shorts. That's all. Mamiao, hey, hello, hello to you too. Sarap ng Buhay TV. Just curious, are you a comms grad, Gus? Yes, I graduated mass communications from Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Maynila. My initial dream was to become a newscaster. Part of that, I really wanted to become a radio DJ. I had a short stint as a student DJ in college, but that was just really, neither here nor there. But yeah, so I'm a mass comm graduate. I actually enrolled for communication arts in college, and then second sem they decided to change our course to mass communication. So yeah, I'm a comms grad. Ezekezi, oh my god, a drag name. Well, I don't have a drag name yet, but I thought of the drag name that we talked about in Last Galat Hours, I think, or FriGay Friday. Yan ba yung ano, yung first pet name and then the street that you live on? Or anyway. Royal Francisco, sponsor sa wig ni Gus, who? I want a short bob. Just in case. Hey Nolan! Hey ladies and gays! Hi, how are you? Ezzy Kezi says, I'm gender fluid, so doing drag is based on the day I feel like a woman. Yeah. Parang just dress how you feel. If I had better legs, I'd wear a skirt. Ma'am. Joy Dubai, good evening, classmates. I'm sorry I'm late. Yan, aga mo kanina, bigla kang nawala. BRD says, hi sis. Oh yeah, Caitlin Butterscotch, but my drag name is Mimi. Maybe, how about Mimi Butterscotch? Mimi Butterscotch, I think that's, or Mini Butterscotch. Parang cute yung Mini. Kasi maliit lang. Raquel, Nakshi, dropped by lang, patulog na ako. So yeah, thank you Raquel. Thank you for joining. Good night. Have a great evening. There's a backstory with the name Mimi. Oh, okay. Let the logic. I can only imagine the people who gonna be wounded on the stream once Augusta makes her grand entrance. Ang contour na nakakasugat. Nako, I have to practice doing makeup. I tried doing the drunk flush one time. Para akong nilalagnat. I look like I had fever. Okay, Smans, rest well. Rest well, please, Rocky. Joy Dubai, hi Ma'am Yao, Maybe Nolan, and Rocky. Shortlist Pinoy, student DJ, Alaian Pangalinan ang peg. Well, well. But that's, ano ba? We were part of, as in lang, super short stint lang. It was with the Hip Circle in Wave 89.1. So they just tried out to have like college students when I was still in college, which was, ano ba? 2000, 2005. So a good 15 years ago. My gosh, 15 years ago. NPR Sar. Question for everybody. Do you guys think it's still necessary to come out to our family, even if we know that they already know it? It depends. Again, coming out is your own journey. If you feel it's necessary, then go ahead. If you don't feel it's necessary, then you don't have to go through it. One of the things that I agreed with. I saw this in TikTok. There's this mom of an LGBT child, and one of the advice that she gave was, especially during the pandemic, is if you're gonna come out or if you're gay, but you're afraid to come out because you know that your family will not accept you, don't come out. Wait till you are able to fend for yourself, go on your own, have your own money, because right now we can't risk our children to be kicked out because of parents who can't accept their children from being gay. Now, the idea that they already know, but no confirmation because you haven't come out to them. So it's not necessarily a confirmation that they're okay with it. They might be thinking, oh, it's a phase or something like that. So it's still a very, very touchy situation. But when you want to come out, that's the time that you can come out. So it's your choice. If you don't want to come out, then don't. Like I got to a point wherein I actually decided to not come out to my parents. But things happened, and I eventually opened up, and I think it was better for our relationship. So Different stories for different people. Nolan says, hello, Mama Joy. Uh, Mixer D, guapo gas, happy Friday. Ah, thank you. No, I'm like, not me. Nahiya ako bigla. Ezzy, Gus, you should see at my Twitter and I have a tweet of my pic from my IG account. Ooh, sige, let me check that out. Also, if you get the pride flag, please post it. I'd love to see it. Good night, Raquel. VRD, I Mimi Butterscotch is cute. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think I like Mimi Butterscotch kesa sa Caitlyn Butterscotch. Mamiyaw, Gus, Obar tayo next year. Of course. My God, I miss going out. I actually wanted to go to Obar, but the pandemic happened. Like nakakainis. Like the start of 2020, I was like, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna party. I'm gonna not stay in my room. And then 2020, I'm still staying in my room. Joy, sorry na Gus. Ito naman tapo agad. Gusto ko lang topic na good gays. Dami kong kwento about team. Yeah, well, what I actually want to talk about is what makes a good gay, right? Like, in this time that we have, it's all about the talking of representation. But what makes a good gay, or what makes a good representation of a gay person? And just going back to what I wanted to start with when I started the live stream was, I'm not sure if you've heard of Justin. Was that Justin Diaz ba yun? Or Justin something? Justin something from Justin something from PBB or Pinoy Big Brother, and he's kind of like getting viral because of how he is being perceived, or how he is showing himself in Pinoy Big Brother, because he's really coming off as arrogant and privileged. And is it do we feel that he's being a bad person because of how he is, even though he's being true to himself? Do you think that he's being a bad person? Do you think he's doing bad things? Although some of the actions that he's doing are really insensitive and very coming from a place of privilege, but is that something to fault him on? Like, I don't agree though that he's a representation of the LGBT. Definitely not. Let's not do that. But um, what do you think? Like, what are your thoughts? I'm actually very interested because I haven't really seen all of his videos. I've seen some, and these were kind of problematic. Most of these ones are problematic. Rodel Cordeza, hello po, kamusta? Leto Logic, Mimi Lolita. Oh, Lolita. I do like butterscotch for Ezzy Kezzy. Tax Coys, nakakaloka pala manood ng dalawang palabas ng sabay. Watching your live while watching Ton Hon Chon Lati episode 6 at the same time. Well, priorities. Priorities. Whatever you want to prioritize is your choice. Although I haven't seen Ton Hon Chon Lati at all, but I've been hearing a lot about it. Where are we going? Asan na ba? Yeah, as you can see, says, I didn't need to come out. They already see that I act gay, so nothing to hide, but they are toxic about it. Diba nga, yun nga eh. Parang feeling kasi nila, it's something that you'll grow out of unless you have that conversation. Ian, nope. You come out to yourself. You come out to yourself and for yourself, or you come out to ourselves and for ourselves. Accept yourself for who you are. I think that's what's important. Yeah, and sometimes yun nga rin din yun eh. Like, it's one thing to come out to other people, but it's another to really come out and accept yourself. Like I said, when I was in elementary, like I didn't know what I was. I was of course trying to have crushes on girls, but why am I kind of like attracted to the same gender? And I didn't understand that, and I think only got to really understand that like late in high school, early college. And you have to get to a point wherein you have to talk to yourself and say like, hey, I'm this, and I have to accept that I'm this who I'm attracted to, or this my expression. So as soon as you know who you are, then think, do I need to come out to people? Do I deserve to do that to them? But yeah. Hey Sir Will. Hello po. Hello Sir Will. Laro tayo ulit ng Scattergories. Oh my God. Me and my tahanan friends are enjoying playing Scattergories. online. Ubasan ng brain cells. Nakakatawa. As he says, I'm born with an effeminate personality and gestures, so they already expected me to be gay. And like what he said, being gay is, diba? You're born with it, you know. And who says being feminine is a bad thing, diba? Who says like being masculine is the right thing, right? Yun lang naman yan eh. It's how people perceive you. Hey John, good morning. Oh my God, what time is it to you in your place? 7 in the morning? Good morning, John. Hey, si Davy John. MPRSR, yeah, I do agree. Maybe it's a case to case. Since my two sisters are also lesbian, out and proud with their partners, my family is okay. Yeah, I have a friend then. Like, he's the eldest guy, and he's gay, and his two younger sisters are lesbians. So like, hmm, what happened? Is it nature or nurture? DRD says good morning to John. John says good morning to DRD. Rodel, coming out is a serious thing. May ruin your family's relationship, but if you feel that there's a need to get a good timing, good audience, good ambience, and true, like find your ano ba, find your crowd or find your tribe first. Like find these people that you can come out with, come out to, and then get that feeling of acceptance and get that feeling of it's okay, so that you have someone somewhere to run to, right? When I came out to my best friend, it was New Year's, and it was amazing. It was an amazing feeling. But like I came out to her, and then that started everything. Ayan. Ayun, Justin Dizon. My God, I don't know. Like it's hard because maybe he's been too sheltered. That's why he thinks that way. Again, it doesn't excuse him to do bad acts just because he's been sheltered. But awareness of what you're doing is really important too. Mimi was derived from Mimiya, that that my high school guy teacher nicknamed me because my voice sounds like Mimiya, and it became my stamp. Right? Like Mimiya has paved the way to, diba, putting LGBT in the forefront. Like I love his video. I love her videos. I don't know really how he identifies though. They're encouraging that. Ang alin po? For the views. Okay, for PBB. You know what? Which is sad because it is reality TV, and sometimes reality TV is a big part not reality because they have to make people talk about it. And PBB, I'm not sure how relevant it is. I haven't really watched any of the latest ones. But of course, I think actually PBB is a perfect show for the quarantine because technically they're quarantined in one place. But it's just sad that I feel bad for him because when he comes out, like he doesn't know how he's coming off. And that's gonna be. I hope it's not a surprise for him, but if it is, good luck, Justin. Rodel Cordez, I don't think any problem with Justin in PBB. Taklesa lang siya, and I love being who he is. What I don't like was what he did to like the other PBB contestant, where he was like, wiping his hands on the towel and calling that person madume. I think that was kind of mata pobre of him to do, and I don't know. Again, editing, editing and everything. But I agree. I don't claim it. Like I don't want him to be the representative of LGBT. I don't think I am a good representative of the LGBTQIA plus community. It's hard, like because you can't really box groups of people. Like how to represent how a straight guy is, how to represent a straight woman, feminism, or a feminist, or a gay person, lesbian person. It's hard, and representation is one thing. And that's why representation is important, so that we can show them the different kinds of people, and they just need to be represented. So it's not just Roderick Paulates per, I know Roderick Paulate paved the way for showcasing gays or gay representation in the media, but I don't want it to be just like that forever. Like there could be a person that you wouldn't really know that they're gay because they just am. It's just that they like guys, right? So that's why representation is important. but I don't want to be represented saying that I am representing the LGBTQIA community and that's it. And now everybody's kasi bakla and blah blah blah. I hope they don't do that because I think that they were kind of packaging him that way. He's supposed to be an advocate of the LGBT, but the way that he's being portrayed or the way that he's portraying himself is kind of iffy, iffy. As you can see, the high school guy teacher is my crush for that year of my high school and made me discover myself more broadly. Mm. How did he do that? BRD says yes. Let's not. Mam Yao, anyone can be gay, but you having a bad attitude is a choice. Exactly. If you choose to be toxic, nice meeting you, but leave me my breathing space. True. And sometimes, and it's sad. Sometimes some toxic people don't know that they're toxic, and that's sad. That's super sad. If you don't know you're toxic. Like me, I think I have my score of um f ups. Like I sometimes say things that I may not mean ultimately, and I end up hurting people at the end. And I'm the type of person who will apologize immediately. Sometimes even if it's not my fault. I'm kind of like that, which is bad. Don't do that because people will think, okay, parang like nawawala ng sense yung pag-apologize mo. Pero I'm the type of person kasi that I'd rather fix everything. I don't like conflict that much. Or it's either I fix it or I leave it. So, ayun lang. But for some people that don't know they're toxic, if somebody calls you toxic, at least try to find out why. Because people will not call you toxic if you're really not. Maybe that's how you're coming off. And maybe you have to look at yourself. Let the logic, Mr. John Leon Cruz, if you're going to dedicate a song to that housemate, what would it be? Oh, that's a good question. John, ano daw? What will you sing to Justin? What's his name? I forgot na kagad. Bison. Rodel Cordeza. I think there's a romance between Chris Moore and Justin. Love them. Have no idea. Where do you watch PBB anyway? Kumu, right? Do you have is that like an episode type of thing? Este says acceptance is key. Of course. Well, but define acceptance. People can say I accept you like that, but I don't accept you as a person. Diba? Could be that. Si Ezzy, oh. The teacher was my first official guy crush that everyone in my class knows. I think the whole grade level too. He is cute and I like him so much. Asan na siya ngayon? Asan na si teacher? Let the logic. You're so vain. You probably think this song is about you. You're so vain. Yun ba yun? Don't you? Ian, pa-controversial ba if no such thing as good gays, boys, girls per se. I prefer good human beings. Nope, I don't think that's controversial. I think that's just exactly right. Right now, though, it's very important for us to label because that's how people understand it. That makes it easier for people to understand the differences in people. We have a long way to call ourselves just human beings without any labels or anything like that. But that's a good dream. Just say like, hey, you're a human being, and we're all just equal regardless. But I don't think it's a controversial thought. I think that just be a good human being. That's important. Um, Leon, pretty apt. Yeah. Mukhang self-centered si Kuya. Joy says, hi, John. Ian, Among Us is on Switch na pala. Yeah, I saw it. I just saw it in the indie showcase. I think they have a Nintendo World showcase tonight, sometime this evening. But yeah, like they have Among Us on Switch. I hope it's for free. It's supposed to be out now. I hope it's for free. John says, hi Tahanan. Hi Tahanan. Like Tahanan is our home. Like Tahanan is our group of like-minded individuals. And that's all actually thanks to Joy Dubai. Like, thank you, Ate Joy, for bringing us together. Nakakilig naman sa pagbangkit ng tahanan friends kahit di ako kasama sa laro. Ay nako kasi ikaw, trabaho ka. Ezzy, oy si Ezzy nag-share. Me and my teacher were known to be the sensei and tsundere, and it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed liking him and he liked my energy as well. Uy, oh yeah, an age difference yan. Legal ba yan? Asa na siya? Ezzy, sounds like you have your own BL story right there. Right? As long as of legal age and you're at the age of consent. Tama ba? But now I don't have feelings for him romantically and he's married. Yeah, just be happy for him. A good gay is someone who can handle himself whatever the situation. That's a good description of a good person, but I think a good gay is someone who just is a good person, flat out, like a good human being. I'm like the gay P-bone of my real life. Is that a Thai character? Jomar Pagaduan, late attendance check. Sorry, guys. Oh, Jomar, hey. Ian, importance of coming out siguro is different depende sa current disposition mo in life, upbringing, and also, financial, your finances as well, especially now, right? You have to, if like people would kick you out because of being gay, you really need to have to be able to fend for yourself. Morse? Ano yan dyan? Joy Dubai says, para sa akin, being good gay is yung alam mo yung respetuhin sarili mo and ibang tao. Doon ako nagsisimulang mahalin ng gay friends ko. May ibang gagawin na lang ang BL show para sa pera. Please make sure na may alam ka. Ang dami mong in-unpack natin, Joya. Pero yeah, true. Respect. Like, just respect other people. If you want to be respected, start from yourself. Like what they say, be the change that you want to happen in the world. Tapos biglang nag-mention ng BL shows. As for BL shows naman, yeah, like, have a purpose other than money. I know, like, BLs are there to also help the industry. But, diba, parang make it important. Make it say something. And don't just churn out something half-baked, half-assed. Ian, aren't Philippine reality shows like TV just a campy version of an artista search? It seems like it nga eh. Kasi part of that is an audition wherein, of course, they have to put the good-looking, kasi like a lot of our celebrities came from PBB. And I think they were placed there so that people will get to see them, get to know them, get to love them, and eventually they can transition to mainstream. Yes, Iano Israel. MPRSR. I stopped watching PBB after season 2. Like for me, because it's hard for me to catch them, because I was in school, and it's really hard to find schedule to watch these shows. Reality TV is not real at all. The irony. True. Like the amount of editing that happens. Luigi, hey Luigi. Being a good gay is being accepting and respectful of everyone's soji, even within the community. Sadly, may discrimination pa din within the community. Everyone is valid. And hi guys. Yes, I know. Like, my God. Our own community is parang, diba? Nakakasad na sa atin panggagaling yung discrimination. And I'm guilty. Even me, I'm guilty. Because to start with, I would always look at myself first. Like, oh, I'm gay. I don't care about any other letter in the LGBTQIA plus community. And siguro, like, in the recent years na lang ako na nagkaroon ng eye-opening realizations that, it's we all have the same fight. I guess ours as a cisgendered homosexual man, mine is easier because I can look like what they perceive as normal, but it's harder for those, like, let's say, transgender people or those with a feminine gender expression. So it's harder for them, and for us na parang we are a little bit, diba, having a little bit easier life. when it comes to the acceptance, we should be supporting our brothers and sisters because their fight is our fight, right? We have gotten to a point that okay, we're kind of tolerated, we're kind of accepted. Let's help the others, diba? Don't leave anyone behind. I think that's important. Thank you for that, Luigi. Ian, I think what he's doing is to put on lang an exaggeration. They need to ensure views. Eh. Yeah, for Justin Dizon. Pero like, I don't know. Would you really put yourself in that situation? I don't like it when I know that people will start hating me. Ugh. Bill Craze. Ooh, so are we talking about that person inside PBB house? Yep, we're kind of. I that's why I'm trying to get your opinion because I don't know as much. I haven't really watched him. I just saw some clips. I actually just saw some clips a few hours ago because I wanted to know what the up and up is. Ian, I'm a toxic person to a toxic person. I don't engage their toxicity kasi they get more triggered. French exit lang tapos. True. Like ako, if I see a toxic person, exit stage left because like I don't want that. I don't want that in my life. Like I just had a conversation with my friend, and sorry, like Mike, I'm gonna mention you here. So we've been we've been friends. We dated a bit. We dated before, and then we became friends. And then so like he's really smart. He's like super opinionated, and we like having conversations. And then our conversations went to like BLs and our opinions on the BLs. And during that time, I'm a super GB stan. I would protect Game Boys with my life. And he didn't exactly have what do you call this? He didn't really exactly have the best opinion about Game Boys. He had a lot of criticism about it. And then he was praising My Day. So I was like, you're criticizing Game Boys and you're praising My Day. So we're really conflicting. To the point wherein he was like saying all these things about Game Boys, and I just got really really tired and like I don't want to engage anymore. It got to a point that I didn't want to engage. So whenever he would talk about BL and stuff, my replies would always be okay, okay, sure, because I didn't wanna engage in that conversation where he would um, say say not so good things about the show that I really loved during that time and him trying to raise a show that I didn't really like during that time. But we're okay. We just had the conversation like a few hours ago, and he was like, "Hey, why were you giving me the cold shoulder?" It was like because I didn't want to talk about if it's gonna be about DLs. I didn't want to talk about it. Like I'm at a place right now where I'm a little bit more discerning. Um, like like definitely I understand that Game Boys is not perfect. It has a lot of its a lot of flaws, and I always look at shows like that. Um, but yeah, I just try to avoid conversations that will get to a point of a debate because I don't need a debate. I'm like I've been going through a lot of things in my life, and having like a debate is not something that I look forward to. But yeah, ayan, we're okay na. Hi, Mike. I don't know if you're watching. Um, Leon Cruz says, it's okay, I want as well. Ano na? Ano ba yan? First line of Colors of the Wind, you think the only people are the people who look and think like you. Yes. Pocahontas talaga. But oh my god, I had a cassette tape of Pocahontas and I kept on listening and listening and listening and listening and listening to all of the songs. I love the Pocahontas album. Um Pocahontas come through. Let me skip to the recent ones. BL Craze says, my GBF, I'm not a fan of cancel culture or so. I don't want to cancel people outright. I think educating him on how he can come across as passive aggressive is something that needs to be done ASAP. Exactly. Like, I don't agree with cancel culture. Let's give people a chance to redeem themselves. I think that's really important. Because if we cancel a person, it's like we just stop there. We did us, we didn't give that person a chance, right? But if that person continues to be who they are, at least they don't accept that they were doing anything wrong, ayun na, diba? End them na. But cancel culture, just because they did something bad, but let them explain. If their explanation is still dubious, and problematic, let them grow. But kung talagang wala, then let's leave them alone. Leon Cruz, the platform he's gone on at my BF warrants the world eyes. Whatever happens after is uncontrollable. What I wish is he learns from all this and he evolves as a person. True, true. Like we, we're not perfect. I don't think anybody in this live is perfect, right? Kung meron man, kudos to you. But right, like we all hope that people will accept our flaws, or at least people will be able to tell us what our flaws are and help us to fix it. I just hope that this person, Justin Dizon, also gets to have that opportunity. um Joy Dubai says being a good gay is being real. Kung di ka real sa sarili mo, paano mo ka magiging good? Tama ba? I think being real is fine. But what does being real mean? Because being real could also mean that you're real bad, right? Siguro being real to yourself or pagpapakatotoo, meaning knowing who you are, I think it's important. And then once you know who you are, you then look at, okay, how would I affect other people, right? How does me being who I am affect other people? And if I feel that there's some things that I have to correct, I would do that, right? Let me lock my door. Biglang may pumasok. MPRSR, maybe they put him inside PBB house, knowing how BL are popular now in our country. No, I don't even think so. Maybe they could have done that if they could have put a BL actor, or maybe they could have put a gay couple, probably. But what I don't like, if they're gonna ride the BL wave and put just any random gay guy or even a problematic gay guy, parang let's off that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Kasi again, we go back to representation. People will always, ang nakakatakot kasi is people will say, ganyan siya because he's gay. Right? That's the worst thing that they can say. I'd rather that they say, oh, gay siya pero ganito siya. Gay siya pero masama ang ugali niya. That's okay. But once they start to have the conversation na parang, oh, masama ugali niya kasi gay siya, that's what I don't want. That's what I don't want. And that's what I don't want the narrative to be. Ian says, I find PBB now as something ABS-CBN does in order to introduce newer celebrities in their lineup, or looking for that next big celeb while making them a household name. Yeah, true. Sino ba nang lumabas dyan? Si Kim Chu, right? Zanjo Marudo. Who else? Actually, ang dami. I'm really not good with celebrity names though. Mamiao, I think there will always be one form or another of discrimination in all groups unless na magkaroon ng paradigm shift sa lahat ng pananaw, di mawawala to. True. But I think it's just really having an awareness of how you're coming off to other people, because you have to realize when you're discriminating someone. I hope you get to realize that. If not, I hope people get to point it out, and then once somebody points it out, you try to assess yourself. Am I really discriminating against people? And just find a way to get yourself out of that narrative, right? As he says, I'm looking at my pic from my IG account and the wig was cute on me. Haha. I'm insecure with me exposing my belly button, but I was not insecure when I pictured it. Diba? That's who you are. Accept who you are. Be happy with who you are. Mamia, why debate about shows? Can't we just enjoy what we enjoy in peace? Because like of course, diba, we have our criticisms about certain shows. And sometimes, diba, that's why we have the toxic fandom. Hindi maiwasan. And I can say that I got to a point where I was super duper overprotective of Game Boys at one point. And of course, diba, parang the moment you hear something not so good about it, parang medyo nakakarindi sa tenga. But yeah, we grow out of that. as he says, now can we just talk about what 2021 would be like? Oh my god! 2021 in a couple of weeks. In a couple of weeks, we're gonna be transitioning to 2021. Ano nga ba? Like, what are you... Well, I just really hope the vaccine comes soon. My estimation is like we'll get it by mid of next year. So, few more months, like another 6 months or so being stuck with this. But I really just hope that we get to have access to that vaccine and just beat this COVID epidemic. The sad thing is, people who have uh, contracted COVID are left with a lot of it leaves you with a lot of ano ba, side effects and tawag doon, after effects, and like some actually lost their sense of smell and sense of taste. I couldn't imagine that happening to me. Like I don't want to imagine that happening to me. Just so sad. But yeah, MPRSR 2021 is going to be redemption. I hope so. I really hope so. For you guys, I really want you guys to be able to enjoy going out without the fear of contracting anything. Um, who would have imagined that we would be in this situation where we would have to wear masks when we go outside? Although I do like the idea that we have to wash our hands every few minutes, but the whole fact that you have to distance yourself with other people, that I just need a hug. I saw a TikTok the other day. I just want a hug. I need a hug. Although I have my family and all that stuff, so I hug my parents and my family, but I need a hug from my friends. I need a hug from a random stranger. No, just kidding. I need a hug from someone like who can make me feel some kilig, right? I need a hug, and we can't even do that. It's very sad. So I really hope that 2021 allows us to do that. Jed, I believe the essence of a true love is accepting a person with all their flaws while gently and lovingly helping that person grow and overcome those flaws. Asan po tayo? Saan po nanggaling? What are we talking about? Ma'am Yao, I hope there will be mass vaccinations, but not optimistic about it. True, because like I think magkano ba? I think the vaccine's supposed to be like 1,000 pesos each. And just think about all the informal settlers that we have. Um, just think of all these people who don't have access to money to pay for medicine. I just really hope our oh my god, I just really hope our government does something about it. But Kilcray says the Pfizer vaccine, please lang. I'm not gonna inject the blah blah vaccine in my body. I don't trust. Anong S vaccine? Is that a different one? Yeah. Yeah, the process of it is quite long. Let logic. Sir Glenn, Tita Gus needs a hug daw. Wala, Sir Glenn. Asan ba si Glenn? I think he's at work. I think he's at work. Char. Yeah, I think he's at work. My GBF, I'm considering watching My Day. I don't know if I should because of what went down, but I just want to see what's the big deal. Exactly. Like, watch it. Don't just let us, say like, okay, we didn't like it because of this and this and this. I want you to form an opinion about it. First episode made me cringe, really, but that's me. I'm a snob. I'm back. Ayan, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah. So I'm coming out. I'm a BL snob. If you would notice, um, very konti lang yung mga BLs that I react and review because I just try to avoid some stuff that I don't like. But like, watch my day if you want. Rodel Corteza, shout out. Okay. Hi. Hi, Rodel. Catalea, for now, sending virtual hugs for you guys. Yes, you guys sending virtual hugs to everyone. Yeah. It's that time of the hour. Yun ba yung naghang na ako? Yes, I am back. The government is listening. Why? I didn't say anything bad. BL Craze, I was not able to finish the first episode. True, same. I agree. The only way that I got to finish it was when I was watching it with Rebel. Suggestion, watch it with Rebel. Watch My Day with Rebel. It makes it ano. Oh, hindi ako umalis. I'm just here. MPRSR, some people at DOH sucks. Not the entire department there. There are hardworking frontliners under DH. My God, I have a lot of friends in the medical industry. Luigi over here is a frontliner. So kudos to Luigi. But yeah, I have a lot of frontliner friends, and I really like kudos to you guys. My God, I can't imagine putting yourself in harm's way without without any guarantee that you're gonna be compensated as much or also be safe and not be contracting the sickness or anything like that. So yes, he need a hug now. Sending my 100 hugs. Thank you, Ate Joy. Ezzy, since we have a population, whereas some have quite frail immune systems, it's quite hard to determine if it will make it better or it will kill them. I don't know. I really hope that we get it. Because me, like, I haven't really gone out, and it's part of like how my parents just don't want me to go out. It's same with them because they're like both seniors. I really want to be able to go out in the world without that fear. Luigi, frontliner at Pagod. Stay safe, everyone. Yeah, Luigi. I miss you. Oy, Luigi. If everybody's looking for a doctor, Luigi's there. Single. Single ba, Luigi? Nagbenta. Ian is saying, how are you guys celebrating the holidays? So, like me, I have a really weird way of celebrating the holidays. Well, for one thing, I'm gonna be working. Unfortunately, nagunahan sa holidays, and it ended up that there's no lead. There's gonna be no one to be the lead for my department for that day, because two of my leads decided, okay, we're gonna go on holiday. So I just decided, okay, I'll come in. Kasi, like, truth be told, I don't really, or at least our family don't really celebrate Christmas. Or that doesn't mean that we're not like Catholics or anything, but we just don't have a big event for Christmas. We eat the next day, pero we don't don't spend like midnight or Christmas Eve or have any traditions like that. Maybe when I was a kid, but right now we don't really have that. What we really celebrate is New Year, meaning, of course, like, diba, the countdown and all that stuff that we do. But yeah, most likely it's just gonna be like lunch with the family. Yun lang. Pero for New Year, of course, we're gonna have food and all that stuff. NPR star, me too. I'm a registered nurse who contracted the COVID. Oh my God. I hope it didn't really leave you with any bad effects. BL Craze, I distanced myself with anything to do with that series, lol. It gave me so much bad mojo from the get-go. Well, again, as long as you got to experience it firsthand, and then you have an opinion about it. Catalea, same. Hey, that's a good idea. I just watched Rebel's video about this day today. What a funny disaster day he had. Yeah, like, if you want to get through an episode of a BL, go for Rebel. Like, I'm sure. Luigi, ano, single but mingling. Oh, yeah. Buti ka pa, Luigi. By the way, Luigi is capoeirista. Um, Shafariz. My brother Shafariz. I'm Toquinho. Toquinho is my capoeira name. So we have. Wait, are you Shafariz? No, Shafariz, I think. Shafariz. Tama ba? Did I say your capoeira correctly? Lagot ako. Oh, no, no, no. Shafariz is, no, 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 no. It's beautiful fountain. It's fountain. What's your, what's your capoeira name again, Luigi? Mine is Toquinho. Toquinho means tree stump because I'm stubborn. Alam mo, lagot ako kay Luigi. Luigi, ano nga ba? I forgot. BLK, same goes. The New Year is bigger celebration for us. Yeah, although now not so much because it's only me, my dad, my mom, my aunt, my cousin, kami lang. Because my sister and our baby would be spending their Christmas and New Year's in Las Piñas kasi the dad came home from overseas. So they're spending that with their family. But they would visit naman the day. So yun lang, like very, very meek and very quiet, but still a celebration nonetheless. Um, Ian, a pure gust, cheer sa mga taong bahay sa work habang nagbabakasyon ng iba. Like, that's me. Chuvarada, there you go. Chuvarada. Chuvarada means rainfall? Rain shower? Yeah, Ducky is Shafariz. I'm so sorry. Peace. Yeah, so I'm part of a capoeira group. Um, so, well, I only got my first belt. Haven't done it in a really long time. So when you graduate, or at least when you get your belt or your corda, you get your capoeira name. So Luigi is Chuvarada, which means Chuvarada means rainfall, right? Tama ba? Chuvarada. Chuvarada means torrential rain. So torrential rain, right? Ang ganda, no? Tapos biglang sa akin, Toquinho. Sabi ko, oy, what's Toquinho? It's a tree trunk. Pero like, what my, again, the names that we were given are reminiscent, or at least describes who we are. So our instructor says that the reason that he named me Toquinho or tree stump is because my roots are stable, and I'm not easily pushed. Or in my head I'm stubborn, or I'm a little tree trunk. But yeah, I do miss our capoeira group. We haven't really, haven't been doing it for a long time. Meow, I agree. And in time where we don't have to worry about COVID is the year 2022 because we need to determine every Filipino's genes to determine if the certain vaccine is applicable to all. And the thing is, it's called mass vaccination. So if we have a big mass of people who are vaccinated, eventually we will kill the virus because it won't be contracted by a lot of people. I just hope that we get to do that. Edge! Hey Edge! Hello Kuya Gas, gandang gabi po. How are you Edge? Kamusta? Anne, good morning Kuya Gas. Good morning to you Anne as well. Kamusta na everyone? How are you guys doing? But yeah, like 2021, I just really hope that 2021 has a lot of positive things in store for us. But if it doesn't, we as a people need to be positive for 2021, right? Let's not wait for a change of year to be better or to be good people, diba? Help the LGBTQIA community. Diba? We're one big community. We're able to reach, my God, over 1 million for Boys Love Loves Back. Like, just imagine the power that we have, right? Jed, I'm sincerely worried a lot of people aren't taking the virus seriously anymore as we're all tired of the restrictions, especially around the holidays. And tawag doon, parang there's a term for that where na parang, ay, hindi naman ako nagkasakit eh. So, the more that we have those situations, eventually people start to not wear with their mask. People start not to do social distancing. Something, restriction fatigue, is that it? Restriction fatigue. And the only way that we will survive this is if we keep on, diba, staying, keep on uh, keeping ourselves safe. I think that's very important. Um, but the thing is with Filipinos, parang, okay, kaya na survive ko yan eh. That's why I don't like the idea of resiliency as parang being like super positive. Oh, Filipinos are very resilient. Yeah, we are. But hello, diba? We've gone through like colonization. We've gone through like wars. We've gone through like dictators. Now we're going through this crazy pandemic with a crazy president na parang umaabot na tayo sa point that we are like, we're gonna survive this. We're gonna survive this. And wala na. Like, look what's happening to our country right now. Not really happy with what's happening in our country. Jed says this is exactly why the pandemic is surging in other countries now, and I'm afraid it's now starting to happen here as well. True, and it's sad because like people who might not have the same budget, no, not budget, the same resources as a lot of people, um, diba? They can't always have masks, and it's sad, and sometimes nga parang gusto ko na lang mamigay ng mask sa labas eh, diba? Uh, um, MPRSR, it was those during those times I started watching Kalat Hours while I'm healing under the quarantine facility. Well, happy that we were able to make Kalat. Oh my god, the old Kalat Hours is so Kalat. So crazy. People are already feeling the cabin fever for quite some time now. So yeah, people are just running around. Like I don't know. I'm really a ano yun? Homebody. I'm fine staying at home, but I do miss my friends. I do miss hanging out with people. The possibility of second wave is scary. I think we're past the second wave. Like I think there's already what about third wave, fourth wave? I don't know. Yeah, weakened version of the virus. If a vast majority gets vaccinated, then we'll probably have a herd immunity. There, herd immunity, and that will be helpful. I really hope so. I really hope so. Ian, for 2021, I hope more people register to vote and more people realize that each vote counts. True. For 2022, we need to vote. My God. I just, yeah, the US was able to do it. We can do it as the Philippines. Abiel Craze, America right now is the best example of what can happen if we don't try to be more disciplined with how we handle this pandemic. Exactly, over 3,000 deaths per day. Just imagine, sometimes it's hard to imagine if it's not happening to you or to your immediate vicinity. But if you would think about it, like just, one person from that 3,000 could be a relative of a relative of a relative of someone that you know, right? And it's just scary to think about it. Like the amount of people that are suffering. Right now we don't see it. And I think we should show people what's really happening. I'm not sure if the media is actually showcasing it as much. Mm-hmm. And yeah, some are thinking na wala lang to. Others naman who have seen the full effect na sunod. True. Like parang you have to suffer it first before, or you have to see it firsthand before you actually feel that you have to do something. And it just, I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'd rather stay at home. Rather wear a mask. I'd rather wash myself after going out. Because I don't want to risk it. My God, I don't want to risk it. And the thing with COVID, based on what we've seen, varied kasi effects from really bad cold to so bad that you suddenly see patients to the ICU. Kaya people are so torn with the reactions. Yeah, because like people are thinking, fever lang yan, flu lang yan. Sad. Catalea, weakened virus, that's what Sinovac. Oh, yan, the S1. Sinovac do. Pfizer and other pharmaceutical companies use mutated genetic or something like that. Yeah, That's why medyo parang I'm leaning towards the Pfizer one because there's no part of the virus there, but it's more of a something that helps. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, medyo scary lang yung weekend virus. But I'll take what I can have. If you give me a vaccine, I'll get it. No, 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 no. Jed, I'm also very much a homebody too. But even I definitely feel the need to go out once in a while, even just for basic things like groceries. Like I also like I'll have everything delivered if I can because it's convenient. But I still want to see my friends. I still want to be able to walk around. I miss the beach. I miss taking videos. My drone is just there at the back, collecting dust. My camera. I want to be able to film my friends dancing again. Nakakasad lang. It's all the things that we used to enjoy. Na parang, oh my God, I took for granted. I was like, okay, stay lang ako sa bahay. And now I can't even go out. BL Craze, I was in a Zoom meeting before coming here and we were informed that a colleague of ours was in the hospital for COVID for 3 weeks na pala, and we didn't know about it. I hope he recovers, or he or she recovers. I hope that she recovers fully. Katalea, all of that have positive and negative point. Yeah, the vaccine. So I know yun na nga lang eh. We got to a point wherein people are scared to take the vaccine because normally vaccine testing takes about 3 to 4 years. But right now, malay natin that 3 to 4 years was just because of red tape and all bullshit from the big pharma. Um, I'm willing to be tested. I'm willing to be part of a test group, definitely. Ian, the sad part kasi, yung iba wala talagang choice but to go out kasi they need to earn. Exactly. Nagagalit ako sa mga tao that don't care about protocols until it's too late or until it hits them. Diba? And it's sad, especially for the frontliners, because ultimately, all of these people who get sick, you have to go to the hospital, and we don't have space in the hospitals anymore. And all of these frontliners would have to, find a way to, ano ba, diba, parang to heal these people, right? And it's just sad. It's frustrating. BL Craze, Ian, exactly. We can go out if it's necessary, but please follow the safety protocols. Yep. Like I went to the mall, ano ba, 2 weeks ago or a week ago. And yeah, I was trying to stay away from people wearing, like, even though my glasses were fogging, can't do anything about it because that's the protocol. I agree. Ian, may mga taong hindi na nakamask, hindi pa nasunod social distancing sa grocery, like too close for comfort, even if walang COVID. Like, dude, you're in my bubble. Like, I'm gonna call out that person. Like, stay away from me. Right? Anyway, masyado na tayong, ano ba? Masyado ng downer. Let's have another topic. Ian says, off-topic question, ilang volume ba talaga ang Body Jam? The last one I joined was 54 yata. So Body Jam, to explain what it is. So Body Jam is or used to be a dance class that I teach. So it's a 1 hour or 55-minute dance-based fitness class. People would usually say, "Oh, parang Zumba," but not really, because like what we do is we show you the steps through music. So we slowly add steps and put everything together, and then we create a block, meaning a block of choreography. So it's fun. It's nice. The whole time it's just you're dancing and dancing and moving. Right now, so I started. Siguro mga ganyan din. Like I started Body Jam 53. So they have releases. They have Body Jam 53. Di pala, sorry. Body Jam 32. Body Jam 32 was my first release na inattendant ko as a client. And then when I trained to become an instructor, my release was Body Jam 57. Body Jam 57. Right now, we're at Body Jam 94. And I said, I promised I wouldn't quit until Body Jam 100. But unfortunately, the pandemic happened and I haven't been teaching for a really long time, but hopefully next year I get to teach again so that I can teach Body Jam 100 because that's the goal. That's the goal. Yeah, Body Jam is really really fun. You get to meet a lot of friends. My class is my class used to be every Sunday, and it's just full of gay people. Yun lang yan, para yun lang. Like I would have 50 to 60 people in my class. And majority of them are guys for some reason because they feel na parang it's a gay party. So parang gano'n, we just make it a party every Sunday. I miss it. I miss it a lot. I miss it. Right now, before that was like majority of my exercise, and now I don't get to do it anymore. Virtual body jam, like I would love to. Unfortunately, yung licensing kasi ni body jam does not allow you to teach it without a gym. So what Fitness First did was they're now having they were able to talk to the creators of Body Jam and got the license to teach it virtually. So you have to be signed up to Fitness First or Celebrity Fitness, and then you get to have access to a Zoom virtual class. So yeah, so they actually had a marathon a few hours ago. Yeah, so I miss it a lot. It's hard to teach. It's hard to teach virtually because I miss yung interaction with your students. Making fun. Like sometimes I go down to the floor. But yeah, so yun lang. It's not like Zumba. Zumba kasi like people can get certified for it and then you can teach it anywhere. Body Jam has to be through a licensed gym. Yeah, what other topics do you want to talk about? Like, what are the things that what's the thing that makes you happy? What's the thing that um, you know, what's the thing that you like? Not a lot of people um find as amusing, but you find it really entertaining. Ano ba? Like, yung parang what's your guilty pleasure? Ako, well, I wouldn't say it's a guilty pleasure, but ano ba? I just like watching TikTok. I don't post a lot of TikTok stuff, but I like watching TikTok. I get to learn a lot of new things. Um, Ian says, gusto ko yung naghihiyawan kapag malindi yung step. Like, oh my God, because during my class, I sometimes turn off the lights. At tapos ano na lang, parang stage lights na lang. And when I do that, like all of the guys na parang brusco bigla all of a sudden nagbe-Beyonce. Ezzy Kezi says, can we talk about couples in quarantine? Why? So that will be depressed, you know? No, but yeah, if you can find a long distance relationship, why not, right? I got to a point where I said like, can I just have a relationship with someone virtually? Like, can somebody just volunteer and let's just have a relationship, virtually, so that I just have someone to say good morning to, someone to say good night to, someone to have a conversation with, and then after quarantine, whatever happens, right? It's just a virtual relationship. Ian says, yung natuto ako mag-wallpaper ng kwarto dahil sa work from home. Like, my God, like my room. I wouldn't be able to, design all of these things if the quarantine didn't happen. I actually still have some stuff that I have to put. Like, I bought some adhesive mirrors. I don't know where to place them, but they look cute. I just don't know where to place them. Ezzy Kezi says, if I'm happy if one boy can be my best friend who can chat and laugh with me. Right? True. Katlea, my guilty pleasure is reading fan fiction on Wattpad. Yeah, there are a lot of really good ones in Wattpad. Ezzy says, let us not torture ourselves, lol. VRD says, don't you? Wala. Di siya busy siya. Wala eh. Guilty pleasures, reading AUs in Twitter and fanfictions. Yeah, I miss reading the Game Boys AUs. Nag-stop na kasi yung mga binabasa kong AUs. Ian, when did you unleash your inner diva or inner bitch? Ano ba? I'm not a bitchy person kasi. Like I don't again, like I said, I don't like confrontations. I don't remember when the last time I was able to do that. Like really get mad or really like, push forward myself. Does anybody have that? Like do you have your Karen moments? You know what Karens are? Have you ever had a Karen moment? Mamio, couples in quarantine under one roof sometimes get on each other's nerves. You'd even think that they'd be at each other's throats, but it's just cabin fever. Hirap. Ian says, busy siya mag-set up spars abs. O hindi, nag-work kasi siya. Like, ay, share ko talaga. No, galit sa akin si Glenn. No, 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 no. But yeah. Ezzy says, guilty pleasure will mine is listening to Position's album while dancing like a drunk pole dancer. That's fine, but just dance. Mamia, my guilty pleasure is making erotica poetry. Ooh. Maybe you can share some in... Well, I think you shared one. Kinda one. In Kalat Hours, right? Weird guilty pleasures. Watching pedicures I don't like... Some people like... Is that Dr. Ano yan? Dr. Pimple Popper. You don't like... DRD for a while. Yes, them A's ruled me. Totoo. Nits! Hey, Nits Santillan. How are you? Or nagpaka-Beyonce ka sa shower ng isang oras. Isang oras talaga. Jed, my current guilty pleasure is watching BLs and other similar shows online and watching RVs and online sessions like this. I wouldn't say it's a guilty pleasure. I guess it's a pleasurable activity. Oh, by the way, announcement tomorrow. So for Kalat Hours, we invited Adrian and Kian of The Boy Foretold by the Stars, this new BL movie coming out. So we invited them. They might join us by 11 p.m. So please catch us. If you have any questions for them, please do. Join us in the live chat. So they're gonna be joining us. I have to send them the link. I have to send them the link after this after we finish the show. But yeah, so they're gonna be joining us. Oh, sabi nila they have a very full Saturday night. But once they finish their last interview, they're gonna join. So maybe we can just ask them a few questions, help them promote the movie. I'm really looking forward to the movie. The Boy Foretold. Tama ba? Tinasabi kong title. Ayan na naman ako. The Boy... Yeah, The Boy Foretold by the Stars. Yeah. So we're gonna... we have invited Kian and Adrian. So Kian's last name is Kian Johnson, who's gonna be Luke, and Adrian Lindayag. We invited them for tomorrow night. So or later tonight. So please do join us. So I'm trying to check. I'm trying to check them in my drama list, and I was like, oh, alam ko na sa Kadenang Ginto si Adrian Lindayag, and then I was reading here Golden Chain, and I realized, oh yeah, Golden Chain is Kadenang Ginto. So there. So yeah, Adrian Lindayag from Kadenang Ginto, and Kian has a couple of other dramas like Destiny and Santiguar, but I guess this is his first main role. He's like we've been chatting through Twitter. He's a really nice guy. So please join us. Join us for that. So tomorrow or tonight, later tonight. So of course, I also invited the BL Bros, so hopefully they can join, as well as John and Jude and everyone from Kalat Hours. So yeah, the MMFF Boy Foretold by the Stars. Yeah, so please drop by 10 o'clock tomorrow in Kalat Hours. I think they're gonna join us by 11 kasi may interview pa sila ng 9 o'clock. So yeah, let's do that. Nit says, mainit ulo ko, di ako nanalo sa ref sa raffle. Oh my god, I'm so unlucky with raffles. We just had our Christmas raffle like a few days back. Wala talaga eh. Wala akong swerte sa raffles. Wala nang swerte sa love life, wala pang swerte sa raffle. Ano na lang, what happened to me? Oh, by the way, it's fun because like I've been doing live auctions office. So we've been auctioning some pre-loved items and stuff. And we did a live auction for a BTS X Starbucks mug. So the starting bid was about like 100 pesos, and then it ended up with 5,200. So we sold the mug for 5,200. That's how people were so crazy about ano mga BTS stuff. I don't understand it, but I don't judge because that's something that they enjoy. Leto Logic, what's your 2 cents about the upcoming final season of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina? I'm excited for it. I actually love the series. I'm really sad that this will be the final because I love witchcraft and I love Sabrina. My favorite season of American Horror Story was Coven, which was about witches. So I'm excited about it. VRD, have you seen Ulangas? The OST is so good. What is it? I don't know what is that a BL? Is that a movie? Not too sure. Ian says winner yung di ako nanalo ng ref. Yeah, we feel you. We feel for you. Um and sarap naman na may paraffle sa work nyo. Well, yeah, yun, 'di ba? Ano ba yung mga pinaraffle sa amin? Like we had some portable air conditioning. I think we also had a Roomba, the robot vacuum thingy. What else? Ian says, meron ba dito na cord cutter na wala ka nag cable TV subscription? Ha? Cord cutter? Eh. Katalea, okay, we'll be joining you tomorrow. Yay! Please join us. Mamio says, it's the ref for me. And sa work ko, ang inaantabayanan namin is yung $25 Walmart Tim Hortons gift card. Anything is, di ba? As long as meron. Okay. Foretold by the Stars, OST is Ulan by Bugoy. Let me listen to that. Let me listen to that after this. For me, Sense 8 needs another season. Sabi nga nila, like the last episode that they had was just parang kulang. Josh Ebalye, any Netflix Rico? I do have one. I just finished season 1 of what's that? Oh my god, what was I watching in Netflix? I was binge watching this for the past few days. Pretty Little Things. Tama ba yung title? Tiny Pretty Things. Sorry, Tiny Pretty Things. It's a series about ballerinas. You might think parang ballerinas. No. It's what happened was there was this ballerina who died or who I thought died or who fell from the rooftop, and they were trying to find out who was the one who how did she fall. But it's a story of different ballet dancers, male and female. Oh my god, ang hot ng mga male ballet dancers. Puro puwet. Puro puwet po yung show. It's like butts and butts and butts, and they're like a lot of nudity, but I think it was very tastefully done, and the dancing was really good. So try to watch Tiny Pretty Things in Netflix. It has ano ba? Ilang episodes ba to? I think it had 10 episodes. Season 1 has 10 episodes. And I think it's good. I think the story is good. I wouldn't finish it if I didn't think it was good, but just try to watch it. And Disney Plus. Wala akong Disney Plus eh. Katle, talking about witchcraft, have you watched Cheat the series? That's one kalat story. I've only watched the first episode, but I've heard a lot of the kalat daw for the other episodes. Yeah, Tiny Pretty Things. Please watch it. Maganda siya. I liked it. Especially like I love dancing. And it's a good. Wala lang. Ang ganda ng show. Like for me, I think it's a good show. It's not the best, and it had a lot of nice butts. My God, the legs of male ballet dancers, the legs and butts of male ballet dancers. The story is nice. The story is good. VRD. Now I'm so excited. Yeah. Watch it. Sino ba? My crush there is Nabil. Nabil is a French Malaysian. Like I think he's a Malaysian, but he's French, and he's a Muslim. So part of that is kind of a part of the story, like him, um, being a Muslim. But yeah, like he's Nabil. He's my crush there. Yeah, tiny poety things. Well, no, hindi kasi tiny yung puwet nila. Mamya, watch Cheat Gas. Okay, later. I will. I'm sorry. Ian, yes, I don't pay for subscription. Puro yung mga free. Tapos you also get your YouTube, Netflix, etc. I buy my Roku gadgets sa Lazada. Sa legal yan. Ezzy, oh my god, the episode 3 was so much mixed emotions. Is that for cheat? Is that for cheat? And The Crown, I haven't watched The Crown. People have been talking about it incessantly. Queen's Gambit. Queen's Gambit, I loved it. Queen's Gambit, natapos ko yata yun in 1 day or 2 days. Queen's Gambit, watch it. I didn't like the last episode. Parang feeling ko masyadong parang, ay, ang galing. Pero Queen's Gambit is really good. Queen's Gambit is really good. Tapos into medieval-esque older movies, The King, Timothy Chalamet, talaga. Rewatching old Shakespeare subs, please. Movies. Pero yun nga, Queen's Gambit and Tiny Pretty Things, I would recommend that. Thoughts about your home BL series? I've only watched one. Ayan na naman ako. I've only watched the first episode. I was like, huh? What's happening? Yun nga, if it doesn't grab me, it's hard to push forward for the next episodes. Catalea says, I'm too scared to watch Cheat alone, so I watch through reactors videos. So I feel I'm not. Is it scary? But like, I don't find it scary. I don't find it scary. Like I like witchcraft and all that stuff. Okay, like what are the shows that you guys are watching? Like any gay shows that you're watching? Ano ba mga latest gay shows? Like, do you watch a show? Like ako kasi, like, when I watch a show, I always look for the gay characters. And sometimes, if there are no gay characters, parang medyo, eh. Although, like, kanyari, K-drama, I watch a lot of K-drama. Like, I don't really care. Like, I don't watch K-drama expecting there's gonna be a gay character because Korea. But for, like, American shows, whenever I watch American shows or series, I always look for the gay character and see how they portray them. I really enjoy that. Josh Abalia says, thoughts on I Told Sunset About You? Please don't kill me. I haven't watched it yet. People kasi are saying it's a melodramatic show, and I want joyous types of shows, but I'll check it out. I'll check it out one time. Yeah, Buakaw is on Netflix, kaya lang di ko pa napapanood. Yeah, Buakaw, Eddie Garcia. Cherry Magic, oh my god, episode 11. Typical penultimate episode. So, sana excited for episode 12. Excited. Let's logic. According to the gas station lore, only Mr. Glenn knows how to grab our Tito Gas. Hindi pa. Kaya talaga. Ezzy, I'm also watching Cherry Magic. Now I'm at episode 10. Episode 11 is already out, so please look for it. Ayun lang, yung parang Cherry Magic, you watch it, nakangiti ka lang the whole time. It's amazing. Ian says, I tried rewatching Will and Grace and the jokes didn't age well. True, totoo. Like, even for me, like, we have it in Netflix, pero I haven't really opened it. Or I haven't really checked it. Ang like ko binabalikan is Gilmore Girls. Gilmore Girls lang lagi. Pag wala akong panood, Gilmore Girls. I'm also watching some K-dramas. I just finished Startup. Startup is really good. The current one that I am following is Uncanny Counter. So it's a K-drama, but it's about ano ba? Parang may supernatural powers sila, and they're trying to kill demons, and it's funny and it's cute. So an uncanny character, uncanny counter. Try to check it. Para naman di puro BL nagre-revolve yung world ko, 'di ba? Um, Still watching Tonhon and TTSS. The blonde boy is so cute and hot. Yun, ano ba? Cherry Magic ba yun sinasabi mo? Alice in Borderline is a Japanese series. Yeah, people have been saying it though that we should watch it. Haven't I think I watched a few minutes lang nung first episode, but was looking for something kasi cheery and upbeat. But I try to look through it over the weekend. Um, and says may speculations. Game Boy cast in production naka-lockdown shoot na. Seems like it. Maybe movie or season 2. You don't know. I also saw that they reshot some of the first episodes, right? So, and I don't like it that people are saying like, bakit pumangit, blah 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 blah. They have to, of course, make it high definition or like higher quality for Netflix. So they had to reshoot. I think that's one of the things that they had to work on or compromise with. Yeah. Nits, I'm not sure about Itse. Maraming nagagandahan pero up to episode 3 lang napanood ko. How was it? Did you like it? Yeah. That logic, it's the hindi pa. Well, he's in Netherlands, so we don't know. Yeah, The Office though, if only for Jim and Pam's love story. I don't know. I didn't like The Office. Didn't really grab my attention. I like Brooklyn Nine Nine. I like Brooklyn Nine Nine. Yeah, yes, the blonde boy and Cherry Magic. Diba? Have you seen? Like he does cross dress. He does feminine clothing. He's pretty. Oh yes, Prom. Prom at Netflix. Watch it. I cried like 50% of the time. Cried not because of sadness, but cried because of how beautiful it was. Like the songs, and ano, medyo ano, I like musicals. So watch the Prom at Netflix. It's really nice. It's really good. That's Logic, The Vampire Diaries, the original, Legacies. Legacies, I actually is interested with Legacies kasi ito naman yung mga anak na nila. Yung mga anak ng mga vampires and werewolves and witches. And I couldn't really, wala siya sa Netflix. I hope it had that. As he says, my kind of boy that I mostly lean on dating is bad boys and soft boys. And sometimes in the shy boy and energetic boy. Parang ang dami. Wide naman pala. Yeah, Mina to for the win. No. What episode was the part he crosses? No. Try to look for his character. I tried to look for the actor. And then he has pictures in cross-dress. But he didn't have a cross-dress naman in Cherry Magic. Or he does that, I think, because he looks very kawaii. Kawaii. So yeah, we don't have that. Or they don't have that. Yeah. Ayan, I hope you guys are having a good Friday. I hope this weekend brings you ano ba, rest and relaxation. I actually have to work. Meron akong whiteboard dito work stuff that I have to close out. But hopefully, like you guys have a restful and enjoyable ano ba, weekend. But yeah, I have to close the show for now. Feeling hungry. I'm getting really hungry. Haven't had dinner. But you guys, thank you for joining FriGay Fridays with me, and I hope you enjoyed the conversations. I really enjoyed all the stuff that you wanted to talk about. Again, tomorrow or later tonight, Kalat Hours. And hopefully makapag-join sa amin si Adrian and Kian from The Boy Foretold by the Stars. And I hope you guys can join us as well because, having hanging out with you guys is always fun. So thank you for joining me today in FriGay Fridays here in the Gas Station. Again, my name is Tito Gas, and I hope to see you again tonight or next week for FriGay Fridays. Have a great weekend, everyone, and thank you. Love you all. Bye-bye. See you. Love you. Enjoy. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed